back with another episode of the IBJJF Podcast. I got Samir Chantre with me. We're going to talk about the 2024 Pan Jiu-Jitsu Championships. This event goes down Wednesday, March 20th through Sunday, March 24th. You guys can watch all the fights live on Flow Grappling. Thanks, Samir, for joining me. Really appreciate it.
Of course. Can't wait for Pans. The big tournament. Super nice tournament. Can't wait for some of the matchups.
Yeah, some amazing matchups. We've got 12 black belt world champions signed up to compete. And I just kind of wanted to start to kind of get like your temperature and your feelings on just being in the middle of this gi season. It's always like a really exciting time to be in the middle of the major gi championships. Would you agree with that?
No, absolutely. Yeah. And I every time I think about Pans, it's like it's a great tournament, but also tells me Worlds is coming,
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like it's like it's a world. It's like what we see here, and then we're gonna see what we're gonna see in June with a little spice, So I can't wait. Europeans, Brazilian nationals, Pans, Worlds. Every time one of these tournaments pops up, I'm already like super excited for that. So I can't wait. Pans is gonna give us the appetizer, and then Worlds is coming. So this season is definitely something very unique.
So I mentioned there were 12 black belt world champions signed up to compete. We have Talison Suarez, Diego Pato, Fabricio Andre, Isaac Doderline, Lucas Barbosa, Felipe Andrew, Eric Muniz, Maisa Bastos, Bianca Basilio, Melissa Stricker, Larissa Diaz, and Gabriele Pisania. So some heavy hitters. Really excited to watch all of them. Any of those names in particular, Samir, that you're looking forward to watching at the Pans?
I think definitely all of them, but one that's taking a lot of my attention is Pato.
Yeah,
he has been on a roll, and I really want to see him in that division. Light featherweight division is very stacked right now too, so I'm excited to watch him. And of course, the featherweight division. I'm always excited to watch the featherweight division. And is he the only one with 2 world champions? With more than one world champion?
I believe the heavyweight division for female has Larissa Diaz and Melissa Stricker. So okay, 2 divisions with 2 black belt world champions.
Yeah, so definitely that crash is going to be very exciting to see maybe Isaac Doderline and Fabricio Andre competing against each other. Of course, like I said, all of them bring a lot of attention. Eric Muniz also is someone that I always like to watch. Felipe Andrew. Mm-hmm. It's definitely somebody that I enjoy watching his game too a lot. So definitely looking forward to that. And of course, looking forward to watch Larissa and Melissa too. That's going to be a good one.
Let's dive into featherweight because it was one that you brought up. Like we said, it's one of 2 divisions with multiple black belt world champions. So we got Isaac Doderline, we got Kennedy, we got Fabricio Andre, we got Danilo Moreira, we've got Marco Mendez, we've got who else is in featherweight? Ademir Bejeto. There's plenty of other names in featherweight
we
too.
Have both for the Sodres. We have Dudu. We have so many guys there. Man, like this is gonna be as stacked as it can be, like just having 2 world champions, I want to watch that match. That matchup, man, like that matchup should be a really good one. Isaac playing his guard, playing his lasso, and Fabricio on top there, putting his game. Fabricio when he's on his best, man, like it's a tough guy to play guard against, So that conflict of style can be very interesting. Both of the Sodre, man, those kids are phenomenal. Diego Sodre, current 2-time runner-up world champion, so coming for his 3rd year on top level, doing really well. He did really well at Europeans too. Came up short. The European champion Kennedy, is looking amazing this year. Came back last year after surgery, came back little by little, and this year he has been doing really, really well. 1 Europeans. We got like Danilo Moreira, Ademir Barbosa that did really well at Europeans too. If I'm not mistaken, he got 3rd place.
Yes. Yep.
Europeans beating Isaac Turtling. That was a really good match.
Fun
So we have
match. Yeah.
yeah, so we have so many good matches there, so many good possible matchups there. That man, I can't wait for that. And then of course there are other many other really good guys that can easily be on the podium there, like Adamir, for example, like who'd guess that he would beat the world champion and be on that podium, that very stacked division, relatively new black belt. When there showed his work, super good, very good matches, and man, like very convincing too. Like his performance was very good. I can't wait to see him at Pans at Worlds this year.
Let's talk a little bit more about Kennedy because you mentioned how good of a moment he's in. He's coming off that European title. He had that surgery in 2023, came back to the Nogi Worlds, didn't get the result he wanted, but Europeans was the best Kennedy we've ever seen. Looked really good, beat both Sodre brothers on his way to the European gold medal, which is no small feat. Those guys are monsters. So I think it's fair to say that Kennedy's coming into this division with the most momentum of any competitor. Would you agree with that, Samir?
Regarding that bracket, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be he is the one that's bringing the momentum. Yes. So Kennedy had this is my opinion, guys. Kennedy had two different moments in his career up to now. He started his black belt career so strong. He won Nogi Worlds. He won
Yeah.
Nogi Pans. He was super. I even joked with Cobrinha one day at the stance. I was like, uh, man, like you leave the division and you bring and you, and you bring Kennedy in, and he's like, and this one's gonna be even worse for you guys. That's what he said. That's what he told me, and I was like, man, I guess like but then. I don't know if he was injured, but he started slowing down a little bit, not competing as much, and not putting the best performance, in my opinion. But then uh, he had a surgery, so in in my eyes, that's what was bugging him. So he wouldn't be able to put his best performance, uh, and then all of a sudden comes back the Kennedy that we saw in the beginning of his career, but even better, with more experience, with more refined techniques, even in you can see how hard he's working too. But I follow a lot of his career, so I can see how hard he's working too. Having somebody that has done all that to as close as it can be, which is Cobrinha. So uh, he definitely has what it takes, and I think we're gonna see this year a different Kennedy Maciel. So I'm excited to watch him in this division.
Featherweight's going to be incredible. Can't wait to watch that division. I think we have to talk about Mika Gval. He signed up for middleweight, took gold in the middleweight division at the Europeans. I don't know if it's possible to put on a better performance than he put on at Europeans. 100% submission rate, so creative in his attacks, and it was just the Mika Gval that everyone's come to know and love and to watch compete. So Mika in middleweight, like I mentioned, has Andy again in his bracket. I think on paper those are the two most accomplished competitors in the bracket. So there's a high probability that we could see them in the final again. But I just want to hear your thoughts on Mika Gval and what you're expecting to see from him at the Pans.
Mika is one of a kind. Like he is a combination of talent, work, flexibility, athleticism, strength, like technique. Like he that like watching him on the mats is like, man, like it's beautiful. Like I said, very creative. He does not miss any opportunity. If he's on the back, he's gonna finish. If he's on your arm, he's gonna finish. If you get in his game too, like it's a mix of uh, old school with a lot of more updated, more new school techniques. So it's always a pleasure to watch him on the mat. On the other side, Andy, I always say Andy's one of the guys that I watched since he was a blue belt. I'm a big fan of his jiu-jitsu. Love watching him compete. He did amazing at the super fight at the GP. That performance was
Yeah,
incredible.
amazing.
So I look forward to watch that rematch if of course both make to the finals. Um, at Europeans, we did see a good start of the match for Andy, but like I said, one opportunity that Mika had, he rarely misses it. So um, this match can be very interesting. I can't wait if that happens. I won't be blinking. I'm sure about that.
You mentioned Mika's creativity. Of course, he has techniques like his closed guard, his back takes, his arm locks that he does very consistently, that he repeats in tournaments. But he's also really creative and capitalizes on any opportunity that's in front of him. I think that's a big part of what makes him so special and so fun to watch.
No, absolutely, because yes, he's very good at armbars, but what armbar? Like the armbar that he does armbars from anywhere. So that's the kind of creativity that I see on him. Like you see an armbar that you won't see many often, but he's just so good on that concept, on the armbar concept, that he sees it from from spots that you're not even thinking about it. So and of course, like his back takes are phenomenal too, and some that he uses his flexibility to do the back take. Uh it's very unique. He has a very unique style, even though a lot of what he does is old school and what we see, but he does in a way that's very unique too.
I want to talk about some competitors who are going to be representing Art of Jiu-Jitsu at the Pans. Let's start with Jena Lebre. She moved over to Art of Jiu-Jitsu just a couple months ago, competed for the first time under that banner at the Los Angeles Open, won double gold, even won the open class, even though she was a lightweight, and beat a world champion in Melissa Stricker in a really great match, really back and forth, and just interesting and exciting match. So Jena looks like she's in absolutely top form. She's training under the tutelage of Guy Mendez, Tynan Dalper, and all the amazing athletes over in Costa Mesa. So why don't we talk about Jen Aina and just what your expectations for her are, not just for the Pans, but also for the 2024 Gi season?
Janaina is someone who we have been watching and talking about her for the past couple of years. Ever since she did that amazing performance at IBJJF
Yeah.
beating Ana Rodriguez and getting the championship belt on that. She's incredible. Like her jiu-jitsu is amazing. Her athleticism is amazing. She's definitely one of the top athletes that we have in our sport. Uh, at Worlds, she has been. She's also 2 years in a row super medalist,
Yeah.
right? So she's almost there. She's almost there. She's missing a detail. I was even thinking about that the other day. I remember when I was a kid, when I was in fact it was when I was blue belt and I fought Rafa Mendes, and I lost by one advantage. It was 2-2 in advantage at Worlds. And I remember one of the black belts in my academy. He said that when something like that happens, it's one detail. You're just missing one detail. It's keep doing what you're doing. One detail, it's gonna happen. So and I'll say the same thing about Janaina. Silver medalist 2 years in a row. She has been having amazing performance in beating world champions left and right. So it's one detail, and one detail should turn that key. So look forward to watching her at Pans and also at Worlds this year for sure.
Another AOJ athlete who's also going to be competing under the AOJ flag for the second time at an IBJJF event is Gutenberg Pereira. Took double gold at the Europeans, looked really good as well. I think he's really taking to his new routine and getting used to those more, I would say, intense training sessions that AOJ is known for, and really talked about that after the Europeans and how that's benefited him. So he has Marcus Scooby in his ultra heavyweight division, should be a really tough opponent. There's some really exciting guys who could potentially sign up for the open class, like Eric Muniz, who's won multiple open class divisions before at major tournaments. So why don't you talk about Gutenberg Pereira and maybe some of his obstacles or challenges to getting to another double gold at a major tournament?
Yeah, Gutenberg is gonna be fun to watch, man. Like the performance that he put out, he always put out some really good performances. Like his game is super nice to watch. He's super fun to watch. What he did at Europeans, and I spoke about it here on the review that we did for Europeans. Uh, how he was letting the game flow and how his game was very open and uh, bottom, top, left, and right. He let the game flow, and it was beautiful. I look forward to watch his performance at Pans and also at Worlds after, because I believe if he keeps fighting like that, improving uh, day by day, I believe he's gonna be he's gonna be able to put out some great performance for us. So man, having Marcus Scooby in the bracket is also it's going to be definitely a good challenge for him, and definitely a great matchup for us to watch as spectators. And in a possible open class registration from him, Marcos, Eric Muniz, which man, like I'm a big fan too. Eric has an amazing jiu-jitsu, very technical, very calm, very detailed. I can't wait to watch the match between these guys for sure. That's gonna be a good one, man.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. Let's talk about the female absolute division as well. We got Gabriele Pagna signed up. She's going to be going for her 11th straight double gold at a major championship. Every time we talk about her, it just gets crazier and crazier because she's accomplishing more and more, upping her submission rate, winning more gold medals. It's absolutely absurd, Samir.
It's insane. It's insane when you and of course, like we always like if somebody tells me like if somebody says the name Gabriela Pisani, I'll tell him right away, man. Like she's amazing. She's a icon right now in her sport. She's a legend already. And then, but when you say she's going for her 11th double gold title at IBJJF major tournaments, it just sounds crazy. Sounds insane. Sounds like it's something like, of course, something unseen, and I don't even know if we'll ever see anything like that uh, after her. Like it's insane. It's insane what she's doing. Um, can't say enough. She's definitely favorite for that for the division, for the open class division, and I can't wait to see another performance from her. Yeah.
Yeah, 11th straight. And that seems like something that you talk about at the end of your career. She's just 23 years old, which we've mentioned that before, but it's just mind blowing to think about.
It is. It is. It is. It's definitely. It's crazy. It's crazy to think about that. It's just amazing the work that she's been doing. She's definitely signing her name in jiu-jitsu history.
Absolutely. Was there any other world champions or any other black belt athletes that you're looking forward to watching at the Pans?
I'm I'm looking forward to watch all divisions, all black belt divisions. Some of the female divisions are very interesting too. The light feather with Maisa. Uh, I can't wait. I can't wait to watch a lot of those matches. You know, like it's gonna be interesting. So, like I said, Pans. I'm always like looking forward to Pans because for me it's like a little advertise what we have at Worlds, and of course Worlds is that tournament, right? So when Pans gets here, I'm like, man, I can I get super excited. I see the matches, and then taking consideration like my times as athlete too, I would use Pans as a way to train for Worlds. So see my mistakes and see the possible matchups and see my division and see how everything plays out, so kind of have a better idea what would happen at Worlds. So I still do that as a spectator. I go there and as a coach and as I go there, watch the matches and get there as a little advertise to see what's going to happen at Worlds, and then play accordingly to however it's gonna happen. So super excited. I can't wait for one more IBJJF Pan American Championships.
Yeah, it's going to be absolutely incredible. It's going to go down Wednesday, March 20th through Sunday, March 24th. If you guys can't make it to Florida to watch it live, you can watch it on Flow Grappling. They're going to stream all the matches live on that platform. Definitely check that out. Thank you, Samir, for joining me. Thanks for breaking all this down. We'll see you at the fans.
Of course. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, IBJJF. See you guys.